chocolate I tried. Michelle?
This one. The white chocolate.
White chocolate I tried. Something else?
ได้
This is the large.
Relax, relax, relax.
A few moments later.
Hãy subscribe cho kênh Ghiền Mì Gõ để không bỏ lỡ